This is One Sentence News, a daily podcast featuring 3 news stories with a sentence-long summary and 1 sentence of context apiece. I'm Colin Wright. This is a sponsored message. I've been using Anchor as my podcast host for a while now, and it's been a pleasure to use. Anchor offers benefits that most other hosts do not. It's free to use, but it also has a collection of tools that allow you to create a podcast completely within the Anchor website or smartphone app. They distribute your show to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all the other distribution channels without any additional effort on your part, and you can make money from your podcast without any minimum audience size. So you can use it as a more traditional podcast host like I do, but it's also got everything you need to start a podcast from scratch. If you're keen to give it a shot, download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. It's Wednesday, August 24th, 2022. Apologies for the gap in podcasting. I've been on a road trip. I still am, but now I'm reporting in from Baltimore, where I'm a little bit more able to record these things on a daily basis, and I should be able to continue to do so for the rest of this trip. So hopefully that remains the case, and in the meantime, let's talk about the news. From Reuters, Russia accuses Ukraine of killing nationalist's daughter. Putin gives her award. A Russian propaganda specialist named Daria Dugina, who's also the daughter of one of Russia's most prominent nationalist ideologues, has been killed by what seems to have been a remote detonated car bomb in Moscow. Russia claims that Ukraine is responsible, and Ukraine denies any involvement. Dugina's father is considered to be the brains behind Russian President Putin's plan to reconquer territory formerly held by the Soviet Union, and it's currently unclear if the bomb was meant for him or his daughter, as they reportedly changed cars last minute. If they hadn't, he would have been in the car that exploded. There's mounting concern that Putin might use this bombing as an excuse to expand the range of the war, possibly into Estonia, a NATO member, where the supposed bomber supposedly fled post-bombing. And there's some unbacked speculation that this might be the false flag operation Ukrainian authorities recently warned about, meant to serve as justification for a major Russian attack of some kind. From Axios, China's unrivaled 70-day heat wave. More than 260 China-based weather stations have reported their highest ever temperatures over the past few months as a heat wave and concurrent drought continue to stress and endanger the country's infrastructure and populace. Some of the daily highs have been extraordinary by any country's standards, including a reading of 113 degrees Fahrenheit, which is about 45 degrees Celsius, in Beibei on August 19th and 20th. And the scope of this heat wave, covering an area about the size of Texas, Colorado, and California combined, has also been record-setting. In addition to the raw high temperatures, local rivers have been drying up, energy infrastructure has been overwhelmed, and manufacturing hubs have been shut down. And from The Guardian, US and South Korea begin largest military drills for years as North ramps up tensions. The US and South Korean militaries have begun a new round of Ulchi Freedom Shield joint military exercises, their largest series of collaborative drills in about 5 years. This particular bundle of exercises haven't been performed for a while because of efforts by former US President Trump to make some kind of deal with North Korean leaders back in 2019, and then because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Since then, North Korea has resumed its missile tests and claims to have developed a nuclear warhead capable of being delivered via intercontinental ballistic missile, which would dramatically increase their potential range of nuclear weapon-related operation. So those negotiations are well and truly over, and these drills are meant to show everyone in the region that the US has South Korea's back in the event of an attack, and that they are used to working together as a team should they need to. If you're finding some value in One Sentence News, consider leaving a quick review wherever you get your podcasts and/or sharing the show with a friend. You can find out more about this show or subscribe to the email version at onesentencenews.com, and you can support this and other related projects like the Let's Know Things and Brain Lenses podcasts at understandery.com.